name is Catrelia and I had the delightful pleasure of serving on the Rowan Health and Ministries Board back in the late 80s and early 90s. And my years on the board were quite interesting, refreshing, and gratifying for a number of reasons. First of all, my eyes were really open to the needs in this community as I served on this board, and I was just so pleased to see how people in our community responded to the needs that various people had, and how we as a community banded together to try to assist people and help them in a variety of ways. I also was impressed with not only the fact that Rowan Health and Ministries helped people to meet their basic needs, but that during the time I served on the board and afterwards, there were efforts that I actually observed of how Rowan Health and Ministry helped people to transform their lives so that they could achieve some of the goals that they might have had for their lives, or even set goals that they didn't realize they had and achieve some of them. I've been involved with the center in a number of ways since I went off the board in the early 90s. My church that I attended here in Salisbury, we used to do the crisis assistance ministry, and that was a very interesting process. I've worked through that in speaking with the clients, and in the food kitchen and in the clothing ministry, been involved there. And it was just always a good thing to see people come and see how happy they were that some of their needs were being met. During that period also, as a part of Rowan Rotary, I was involved with putting some little toy chests here that held toys that children who came with their parents could play with while they were here, and then they of course could take the toy home with them, and that seemed to hold their attention while their parents were being served. I remember one time that I was here with the Rotary Club, and my church also came here and prepared meals, lunch and dinner. But we were here one evening preparing dinner, and this gentleman came in and he had this little toddler with him, a little 2-year-old. And so a friend of mine and I both took up with this little baby. He came in and we were trying to keep him so his father could get a break and enjoy his meal, and we kept the little baby, and we had so much fun playing with him that by the time his father came back to get him, he didn't want to go back to his dad. He wanted to stay with us. Of course, we couldn't keep him, but we were just happy, both of us were happy to be able to keep his attention long enough for his father to at least get his meal and get situated so that they could spend the night. That was one experience. And then there was another young man here in Salisbury who loved to collect toys, and he just brought a whole truckload of toys here one afternoon for Rowan Rotary to help distribute toys to people, and he seemed so pleased to be able to do that. I just thought it was wonderful to be a part of that and to see how he wanted to help other children because he had been blessed as well. So the Rowan Health and Ministries is a really, really important organization in this community. It's done a lot of good for a lot of people, and I'm grateful for the people who support it, as well as for the people who have been assisted in ways that have actually changed and transformed their lives. So thank you to Rowan Health and Ministries.